Hello everybody and welcome back to WoW Mods. And it's been a while. I know that I've been working on a couple of things, but today we were supposed to take a look at the Stromgarde area and city, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. I wanted to start in the road itself because I wanted to show you the Watchtower model. Now, the Watchtower model is something that I'm also thinking about releasing as part of a multicolored patch for the Watchtower. I still haven't gotten around to doing that because there's a slight issue with like the texturing on the model. But yeah, I wanted to actually use this because it's a structure that's obviously in Warcraft 3. It's not really present in any other way in the game, so having it in this shape adds that little bit of the Warcraft 3 flavor to WoW. So yeah, it's a pretty standard watchtower defense structure. Have a little camp at the base. You'll also see some other elements, such as there's a mine on the far side over there. Maybe we'll go and see that in a bit. There is a problem with the model. As you can see, there's a bit of roof texture on that side where it should be like this. So that's something that I need to fix before I actually decide to release the model and the model pack, which will hopefully contain all the different colored roofs that you have for humans. So that's going to make it a useful little packet on its own. And now we're going to make our way into the city. The outside of the city is not finished yet. There are some details pending. I do plan on adding, in fact, I think my Nugget version has banners on the outside, so that's something. And I'm also not entirely sure about the entrance. I think I'm going to modify just a couple of things just so that it feels a bit better. But yep, going into the city, as you can see, all the walls to the actual city have been changed. Unlike the in-game version that is an entire WMO, these are segmented walls. And they're segmented walls with this texture, so it's valuable as well because you can actually build other fortifications piece by piece. And if you know me, you know that I'm all for the Lego building in WoW. Um, right, on this side, this is sort of like the market district. There's been a couple of changes, such as the house buildings. Some things moved around. This is now a house that's been integrated to the side. And yeah, here we have Adam Eternum. We have what is it? Cecil the Lion? Why am I not able? Oh, there we go. Yes, Cecil, the Alliance tamed lion. And of course, we've changed the trellises and all those models for the updated versions that we wanted. We have the mystical Arathi tree, and then we have some NPCs, some mages, I think, on that side of the house. On the other side, we're going to go. There's some minor changes too. Some of the things that you might have actually noticed, which is the new gate that I've made for the city. It's based entirely on modifications of some of the city gates. Looks really, really great. I like that it can be used for the external or internal city gates. So here, not much has changed on this side of the plaza. The only thing is that obviously you will see more buildings now along the walls. You'll see some buildings over there. You'll see toppers on some of the towers. That gives the impression that there's more going on in the city than just the walls, so it's more than just a fortification now. There is a bit of a bug here, which, again, another glitch with the model. This model, the window is not properly displaying, so I need to go in, tinker with that. I'm pretty sure I know how to take care of that. I just haven't gotten around to it. Let's go quickly into the sort of like the temple church area, which is an area that I am thinking about really changing. So one of the things that I've thought about is that I would like this, instead of just being a church, I would like for it to be kind of a temple. So lift it up from about the same dimensions in terms of like footprint, but like raise it up, have some columns, have a roof, and then have like eagle or sort of like this, like a theme. Instead of having lion statues, I want to have eagle statues or bird statues, essentially hawks or whatever I can find, as like decorative elements. So that's something that I definitely want to get around to changing on that side as well. Now I think we're going to go, and I think we're going to go down to the... All right, we're back, and we're back at the Citadel. As you can see, the castle building now has an additional tower. Now, there has been other modifications to the WMO. There's changes to the roofs, and there's changes to the roof of the building as well. It's slightly elevated to give it a better profile, and I like it. It's sort of the upgraded version of the sort of garrison building that just has the one tower, which in itself is, you know, an upgrade of the version that just has no tower, and it's just the 4. So I think that worked out pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with it. Again, maybe adding some hawk or eagle or raptor or whatever type of bird statue that I can find that will fit in with Stromgarde as well. Right, so now let's take a look at the alley. The alley is pretty much, I developed these slices of buildings to actually be able to integrate them into the walls and create these alleys. There's a bit more work that I want to do on this, but I think it's looking pretty good. It looks different. I like it better than just having like the narrow corridor. It really just feels like you would in a city like this have like narrow alleys and just taking advantage of whatever space you can get. So moving down into the lower city, there's something here that I didn't change. So I didn't change this because this still has the entrance into the dungeon down below, which is like the series of caves, and I want to have something equivalent to that with some sort of like custom building here, but I haven't gotten around to figuring out what that's going to be. Right. Lower city, in terms of changes, yes, there have been a number of changes. The smith suddenly appeared, and this is a custom smith that I made with the red roof coloring scheme. I thought that there was already one that existed, but apparently not. So that was a good creation of a custom resource for the area. You have the smith. There's like all the forging stuff that used to be next to the bank on the other side, and that I wasn't happy about. So I'm happy that that's there. Do you have any changes on this? Nope. Pretty much just still standard like prison stuff. Yes, here there is. Oh. Also, you'll see some of the more the other buildings that have been added to the wall. The largest changes here have happened, of course, with the gate that goes down to the port and the gate that has been added on this side. So I want to go on this side first, or actually I should have probably gone to the other one, but you've already seen that portion of the docks. So let's just go through what I've dubbed the West City Gate. And this, as you can see, there are machinery that is feeding logs into the wood mill for construction. I think you can even see some hanging right there. And they're essentially just tilling the wood that's on the other side of the gate, which is also important to point out because this leads to smaller like micro areas. So having this lumber camp next to the city working out pretty well, and this will go down, spiral down this way, and then there will be a path to the mine, which is where they're going to be. It's going to be the place where they're going to be pulling rock from, but it's also going to be a good spot to add some mining nodes. Now, the other bit is this opened up the back of the city a little bit, and so I wanted to just make sort of like those not really relevant areas like parks or trails, but they definitely add a bit of flair to an area and sort of like complete it. So there's just this random path behind the city. There's access to the ocean there, and yeah, it's just paying attention to some details like mushrooms growing in certain areas, or like this other stone circle that is in keeping with the tone of the area and that overlooks the port. Now, the reason I thought it'd be interesting to go on this side was because the port is changing. So what I want to do with the port is I want to extend it all around this particular face and have it be a little bit larger. So instead of having just one ship docked, this one will have 2 docks, and we'll have some smaller ships, not some large ships, but some smaller ships that will be docked as well. There are other things. I don't want to show you too much. There's other developments going up over here and in the back, but those aren't ready for prime time just yet. So that's pretty much it. This has been the fly-through of Stromgarde. It's been upgraded a little bit more into sort of like a small city instead of just being fortifications. I don't think that I want to make it even more densely populated because it's still in my mind it still should be a city, but not a city as large as some of the other cities. So having said that, we will come back and we'll take a look at some of the other stuff once I'm finished with it. So that's not saying much, but stay tuned and it'll come along at some point. So until next time, everybody, take it easy.